The latest leaks about the Galaxy S26 Ultra have revealed an interesting detail that many fans did not expect. Recently, a reliable source on X claimed that the S26 Ultra will feature the largest Infinity-O selfie camera cutout ever used on a Samsung flagship. At first, this news surprised many people, as a bigger punch hole is usually not considered attractive. However, new information now gives a much clearer picture. The larger cutout is not just an aesthetic change or a cost-saving decision. It appears to be directly linked to a meaningful upgrade in the selfie camera experience. A new follow-up leak from PhoneArt on X explains the real reason behind this design tweak. According to the report, Samsung has increased the selfie camera's field of view to 85 degrees. For comparison, the Galaxy S25 Ultra offers an 80-degree field of view. This change might sound small on paper, but it can make a noticeable difference in everyday use. With an 85-degree field of view, the Galaxy S26 Ultra's selfie camera can now capture wider scenes. This means more people can fit into a single shot, making group selfies much easier and more natural. Instead of stretching arms as far as possible or squeezing people uncomfortably close, the wider frame will automatically include more of the surroundings and more faces. Essentially, the selfie camera begins to match the wide camera on the rear side of the S25 Ultra, which also has an 85-degree field of view. To support this wider angle, Samsung had to increase the physical size of the camera cutout on the display. A lens with a wider field of view requires more space, which explains the larger Infinity-O hole. While some users may worry about how this will look, many will likely appreciate the trade-off once they experience the improved selfie results. Better group selfies, more background capture, and more flexible framing are features that many users value on a daily basis. The leak also raises a few questions about Samsung's strategy. It is still unclear whether the wider selfie camera will be exclusive to the Ultra model or if it will appear across the entire Galaxy S26 lineup. Samsung has followed different approaches over the years, sometimes keeping certain camera features exclusive to the Ultra model. Until more leaks surface or Samsung officially confirms the details, this remains uncertain. Another unknown detail is whether the larger Infinity-O cutout will become a signature design element for all S26 models or if it will be limited to the Ultra. On one hand, keeping it exclusive to the Ultra could help set the premium model apart. On the other hand, introducing it across the lineup would create a more unified design language for the whole series. Aesthetically, the larger camera cutout may blend better with the slightly rounder design rumored for the S26 Ultra. Some users might find the look more balanced, while others might prefer the smaller punch hole from previous models. As with any design change, the final opinion will depend on how the phone looks in real-world hands rather than in early leaks. The Galaxy S26 series is expected to be officially unveiled early next year. Most rumors suggest that Samsung plans to host its next Galaxy Unpacked event in January. If this timeline is accurate, more leaks are likely to appear in the coming weeks. The lineup is expected to include the standard S26, the S26 Plus, and the S26 Ultra. Meanwhile, reports about a possible S26 Edge remain unclear. If Samsung chooses to bring back the Edge variant, it may appear later in 2026. The S26 Ultra is shaping up to be a meaningful upgrade, not just in performance and software, but also in camera features that impact daily use. A wider selfie camera may sound like a small change, but it can completely transform how users capture moments with friends and family. With the field of view increasing from 80 to 85 degrees, the difference may be enough to set the S26 Ultra apart from other flagship competitors. As the launch date approaches, more details will surface, and the full picture of Samsung's strategy will come into focus. For now, the larger selfie camera cutout is not just a design surprise. It represents a practical improvement that many users will appreciate once they begin taking photos with the device.